you are welcome once again today to today's exciting episode, and I promise you will enjoy today's discussion. Today we'll be doing some great discussion. We'll be talking a little bit about permits. I know some of you have so many questions you want to ask about how to take permits, how to get the permits for your buildings, how to get your permits for your apartments, whatever. And we'll also be talking about some delicate issues on lands that are going viral all around our communities and the nation as a whole. And so today, I have some prominent people. We have already had them in the studio before, but we are having them here again. So, per their expertise, they will help us understand some of the things we want to talk about today. But before we hear from them, we'll go for a quick commercial break. And when we are back, you will enjoy the conversation. We'll be right back.
As I say, Renio, when him say Ghana had ye, a balance I say, and I fed Japadia one sema. A Jamaica back up and I bet me do already, I shall womu. A Silverline Rarity and Investment Limited. One more pair and a Ghana for na bet me the one says you are upper woodin. Yen see na ya titu say boom boom at the Ghana this year. Ya once I see be I want some dodo wa or yarefa I mensa cantonment Adenta East Legon Oyibi Pram Pram Airport residential area. Me say Ghana mia bebre. Silverline once I see wa a pianso asumdwe e wo ho. Your head office no e wa Adenta. And I'll bet to me afraid one my trophy so 0505 504041 Silverline Uber Twasasi Wasumu Bejo.
So welcome back to this episode. Yeah, so before we start the conversation, I just want to entreat you, just hit the like button, hit the share button, comment, say something, ask a question. I know they are ready, they want to hear any question you want to ask them. So just click the share button, click the like button, subscribe button, and put your questions there, and we will be ready to answer you whenever we're ready. So let me just introduce my guest for today. No other person than Mr. Joseph Boateng, the CEO of Silverline Reality and Investments Limited. Mr. Boateng, you are welcome.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. It's been a while, but it's good to have you back on the set.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, and then we have Mr. Robert Mensah. Mr. Robert Mensah, you're welcome, Mr. Robert Mensah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
It's been a while. We also saw you, but it's good to have the two of you here.
Yeah, sure.
We call you the partners of great things, right?
Yes, please.
Yeah. It's exciting to have you here. So, Mr. Boateng, today we want to talk about so many things that are watering our minds as citizens of the country, and we want to see if we can deliberate more on these issues so that we can help and educate the public on some of the things they're supposed to do and some of the things they need in order to be able to, have peace in their properties. So the first thing we want to talk about today is permit. The last time I had somebody call me, and the person was like, "What at all is wrong with the nation in which we are?" Because they made an attempt to take a permit, and they had so many problems that they finally gave up on taking the permit. So please tell me, first of all, what is permit? When we talk about building permit, what is a building permit?
Well, in simple terms, in my layman's understanding, permit is an approval one need before you can start a development on your land or on your property. It could be any form of development, whether residential, commercial, or social development.
Okay.
It's just in simple terms an approval.
Okay.
Yeah. Approval before you start your project. Before you start your project.
So before you start any project, that is the approval you need.
Yeah.
Okay. So please, where do we take this approval from, if I may ask?
Municipal assemblies. Yeah. So that's where you take your permit.
That's okay. Mr. Robert, you want to say something?
As what my brother said, it's official. Approval for a new project.
Okay.
Yeah. Or let me say, even if you are doing an expansion, also, you can approve. You can get a permit from that.
Okay. So in that case, what do we need exactly? What do one individual need to get a permit? What are the requirements? What does it take for me to acquire a permit?
Oh, okay. First of all, before you even think of building a house, you need to get an architect. Yeah, to come out with a design of what you want, either 2, 3, 4, or 5 bedroom that you want, or even an apartment. Yeah. Then from there, if you want to go to the permit, you buy a permit form from the location of your land where you are getting it from. You understand? Yeah. So let's say from the location, then you buy a permit form. You need to buy a permit form. You fill, then you stamp.
Okay.
You understand, from the Ghana Institute of Architects.
Okay.
Before you can go with it, and then you get your indenture. You need to get your title. You understand?
Okay.
The title of indenture, and then you attach to the 4 copies of the architectural drawing.
Okay.
For the approval.
Okay. So these are the necessary things that any person who wants a permit for their building needs in order to be able to get an approval for their property.
Even before the approval, they will be going for site inspection and things.
Okay.
You know, if they want to check whether your building will be on the land, your building is on the road,
Okay.
water, or anything else. Yeah.
Okay.
They need to check before you, even your drawing that you are coming with, they need to inspect.
Wow.
If there should be a queries and things on it, and they
Okay.
query you before they give you a permit.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Mr. Wati, you were all saying something.
Oh, yes, I was trying to just compliment what he was saying. I mean, what was I even saying? Is it
The process?
Yeah, the processes. Yes, you know, it's not only one process, step by step.
Okay.
Yeah, step by step process. That is, as he said, if you get your title, that is the indenture, registered indenture, or the title certificate, and you also need your building plan. And if possible, depending on the nature of the building you want to put up, if possible, you get your structure drawing too. It's not if possible, it's mandatory. If the development you want to do requires a structure drawing, you need to add. Normally, in Ghana here, a single floor structure is like normal 2 bedrooms that has only 1 floor. We normally do not do structure drawings.
Okay.
But any building more than single floor, that's if you have your ground and first floor, anything from that level above, you need a structure drawing. And then the permit form, as what my brother said. So the permit form is basically the details. You just want a summary of the details in the indenture. So let's say the permit form, you specify the thickness of the wall, your window dimensions, your specifications of, let's say, your electrical work or your doors. That's basically the permit form captures that information.
Okay.
It just summarizes. It's not something consolidated. It's just some few information they need from the plan. Yes, and then you know the plan too needs to meet some basic requirements.
Okay.
All right. So it's not any building plan at all. It has to your plan need to meet basic requirements of the development authorities. So if you submit, they inspect and you are good to go, why not? If you are not good to go, normally what they do is they will give you the guidelines, what you need to do. Maybe your structure drawing, there are some errors, they will show you where the errors are for you to rectify them.
Okay.
The architecture aspect too. Formally, you can design, you know, as time goes by, we've had changes in our building technologies. Formerly, you can have a room with 1 bulb, 1 fan. Now, it's not so. it's rare for you to see a building with only. It tells you like that so many things are changing along the way.
Yes. And are these the requirements of the property development, whatever?
Yes, periodically they make changes in their requirements.
That's okay.
Right. It depends on the time. So if, like I was saying, formerly it was okay for you to attach a kitchen to a bedroom.
Okay.
So you can have a common wall dividing your kitchen and your bedroom. But for some few years back, that doesn't work anymore.
Okay.
You understand? So you need to have space between the kitchen and the bedroom because of heat.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
And then in case of fire outbreak, assuming there's, when there is fire in the house, mostly it starts from the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yes. So they assume that if there is a space in between the kitchen and the bedroom, and assuming somebody is even asleep whilst the outbreak, you can at least have some time to save yourself.
Yeah.
But if the kitchen is so close to the bedroom, apart from heat, the dangers of fire outbreak, leakages and all that. Yeah, so now, unlike the initial times, now you can't attach a kitchen to a bedroom. You need to change. You understand? Yeah, so it depends. Like I was saying, the building needs to, not that alone, even your window positions. That's depending on the orientation of your land.
Okay.
You understand how the ventilation, they will check all these things, your window position, window sizes, even your door sizes and whole lot. Yes. Then they will confirm whether your plan meets the requirements before they approve.
Okay. So my question is, with whatever you are saying now, I can probably get up one day and say, okay, so I have an idea of what you are saying. I can decide not to. I don't need a building permit. Like the last time we had a conversation here about the architectural designs. I can decide I don't really need a permit because I can decide, okay, my kitchen must not be closer to my bedroom, and then this and this and this, and so therefore I can do my plans and build my house. So why do we need a permit? So I don't know if Mr. Robert, you can start with this. Why do we need a permit? Because if we have to take a permit, then we have to understand why there is a need for permit.
Okay, thank you so much. My brother has said a lot, but taking a building permit benefits a lot.
Okay,
a whole lot. Let me start with this thing. While he was saying, I remember something about, when you're building, he was saying about 2, 3, 4, 5 floors. There are some requirements that the permits will request. Let's say your soil test. You understand? They will need a soil test. Let's say you're building 4 floors. You need a soil test, a structural integrity report. You understand? These are the things you will need before you get a building permit. You understand?
Okay.
So if you want the necessary part of getting a permit, sometimes you see. Let me make an example of this main road of the Isawam road. You see, they were breaking a lot of buildings that they are not compensating them. Yeah. So when you have a building permit, those things you can profit from there. And then also if maybe your building is in a government road, so a building permit also can help you to get even a loan from the bank. Okay. You understand? It's a whole lot. It helps. If you have a fire outbreak from your house, even the building permit too can help you, which is the government can help you.
Okay.
Aside the insurance of maybe the insurance company, even the government too can assist you of it. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Right. Mr. Bat, you want to throw a little bit light on that?
For anyone not to do things based on their own discretion, you understand? Because any nation without a law, I don't think there will be proper. There will be proper management of such whether a town or a community or whatever. So the development authorities or the municipal assemblies, they act based on laws. you can't just say because you know that your kitchen shouldn't be directly attached to your bedroom, you are just doing it right, or you are separating your kitchen from your bedroom. Once that is done, you don't need anybody or you don't need anyone to approve of your building. I think they are regulatory, that's why the regulatory bodies are there, to make sure that everybody is doing things right. You may know, but if these bodies are not there, why or how are you going to know? You may know because these bodies are there, and they are there based on a purpose. They cannot also be there without any binding laws governing them. That is the Local Government Acts. I think the latest one is the 2016. You understand? So if the law says that you don't need to, like I was telling you, 10 years ago, the requirements may be different. As time goes by, today we have something we call the spotlights and whatever. Formerly, nobody knew about spotlights. So if today we have spotlights, yes, things are changing. So you need to regulate the laws as well, okay, to conform with the current conditions or the current designs that we have. I believe you understand. Yes. And again, you know, the main purpose or one of the reasons of the permit is also not because of the designs of the buildings alone. It's even about the siting. You understand? The town and country planning, normally they know that these places are reserved for, let's say, children's playground. This is for school. This is for nature. You understand? Nature, which means nobody is supposed to build there. So that the natural, we can have natural inhabitants, like the birds and those, they can also get somewhere to also rest. Okay. So if you don't have permit, there's no regulatory body governing you, and you just stand up one day because you have a site plan. You just position your building. You start.
In the middle of the road somewhere.
Yes. How would you even know that you are building in the middle of a road?
Okay.
Or how would you even know that you are building in a school, on a school site? Okay. At the end of the day, if there is congestion and there is the need for them to rezone or plan the area for you to have good access road, electricities and all that, and it happens that your building is in the middle of the road, that means because of one person, the entire community cannot have access to good road or access to electricity. You understand? Yeah, so the building permit is very much important. I would even say it's very important, even quote unquote, even than the land title registration. Okay, you understand? For the land title registration is mandatory, or you are required to do so because of the protection of your interest. Okay. For somebody not to come and say but the permit is different. Not you alone, but the entire community. You understand? Okay. Yeah. So that is what I can say.
Great.
Asase wrani o. Wonim se Ghana ha de eba ne nsase e na afa Japade ho nsem a adwumakuo ba ko pa e na betumi de wore ahye wo mu. Silverline Realty and Investment Limited. Wamu pa e na Ghana fo ina betumi de won sasi wobo abawodin. Ye nsase ina ya titu sise bum bum e de ama Ghana de hye. Ye won sase ne bi e won sawam. Dodowa Oyarefa Ayimensa Cantonment Adenta East Legon Oyibi Pram Airport Residential Area. Mechire se Ghana mia bebre. Silverline won sase wo a ebia nso asomdwe e wo ho. Your head office no ewa Adenta, and I'll bet to me afre wa humatrofo iso 0505 504041 Silverline ubetwa asase wasumusu bejo.
So you're welcome back once again to our discussion. We've been talking about some mind-blowing stuff here on this episode. And I know you are enjoying it. Please, don't forget, like, share, tell somebody to come here. Let's talk more. Let's have this discussion so that you can be blessed by whatever is going on here. Right. So, Mr. Watson, we've said so much, Mr. Robert, about this permit thing. But tell us, I know that the viewers, everybody here want to know, those who are dying to know more about this permit thing. How long does it take to get a permit? How long does it take? Because we had people tell us, give complaints about, oh, my permits for 1 year, 2 months, 6 months. Tell us, how long does it take to get a permit out?
Okay, for building permit, I would say it depends.
Okay.
It depends. Sometimes, let me say this. Sometimes too, it depends. It comes from the client. And if somebody is saying, like, I've like process for the permit and it's taking, well, maybe your drawings is not accurate, or maybe your land document is not complete. You understand? But if those things are complete, normally I know that within 3 months you are supposed to get a building permit.
Okay.
Depending on the assembly.
Okay. Within the space of 3 months,
yes,
you are supposed to get your building permit.
permit.
Done.
Yes, done.
I mean, with everything sealed,
Yes, with
you have the permission to go and start your work.
Yes, please.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But if it's delaying more than 3 months, maybe the meetings and other stuffs are not maybe on point or something. Maybe something is going on. But normally it's supposed to take 3 months.
Okay.
You understand? But if it's not taking the 3 months, that means there is something going on, which is not it's not best. Sometimes clients can be on the process of building the house while you're doing the permits.
Okay.
Sometimes it's really bad. You are supposed to get your permit before you start.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
You are supposed to get your building permit before you can start the construction. That's why I'm saying that normally the assembly, what I know is for 3 months, within 3 months you are supposed to get a building permit. Yeah.
Okay. So I didn't know that to get a building permit, you're supposed to halt your house or whatever you are trying to build, get the permit before you start until now. So I'm sure many people out there did not know this either.
Yeah.
But you have to get the permit before you begin the building.
You have to get the permit,
Okay.
how do you call it? The certificate.
Okay.
You understand? You have to get the certificate. Then you know your permit number.
Okay.
Which is when the site inspections come to the site, or maybe visit the site and asking you all those things, you should know your permit number. That's why you are supposed to hold on to get your building permit before you can start your construction.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good. Because sometimes it can even they'll charge you for penalty even if you don't take care.
Okay.
You understand?
That's as if you build before getting there.
That is if you build before getting a building permit.
Okay, so you are saying it's advisable to get your permit before
building.
Okay. So if that's the case, then Mr. Roberts, how much goes into getting a building permit? How much do you need to get a building permit?
Okay, building the permit, it depends. That's what I'm saying. All these I'm saying it depends on the assemblies.
Okay.
You understand? Some assemblies they use the rate is 0.5, 0.9, 12. Yes, you understand?
0.9 of what?
The building rate, the permit rate. That's what they use to calculate for you to get your cost. The fence wall, the building calculation, the permissible distance of your fence wall, all those things they calculate before you get your.
Okay, wait. So if I'm getting you right,
Okay.
in order to be able to generate how much you are supposed to pay
Yes, please.
for your building permit, a calculation is done.
Yes, a calculation is supposed to be done.
Okay. So I'm asking that the calculation is done based on what? Based on your fence wall or based on the house?
Both. Based on your fence wall, the compound, and then the house itself.
Okay, so if I'm getting you right, the cost that is supposed to go into your house, they calculate based on the cost of the house.
Not the cost.
Or the value of the house you're trying to build.
Not, let me say, not the value,
okay,
but the assembly value. Let me say it that way.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
That is what they can use to give you your building cost.
Okay.
You understand me? We use the, how do I say it? The rate that I'm talking about is in meter square.
Okay.
You understand?
It's
in meter square. So they calculate by meter square and then they give you the rate.
Okay.
So the meter square will times to the rate that they will give you, which is the assembles rate.
Okay.
That is where they can use to calculate your building permit.
Okay, so it has nothing to do with the kind of house you are building.
It has.
Okay, that's what I want to get.
Yes, it has. So if it is 1 bedroom, it will be less. 2 bedroom.
That's what I wanted to. Yeah.
If it's 1, it will be less. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then normally to the land.
Okay.
You know, somebody can build 1 bedroom, but the land is 2 acres.
Okay.
You understand? So just because of the fence wall will calculate the rate of the fence wall.
Okay.
You understand? They will give you the building.
Wow. So what it means is that if I'm building a 5-bedroom house, self-contained,
Yes, please.
the permit I'm supposed to pay is going to be calculated per the house I'm living in or the kind of house I'm going to build.
Yes, please.
So if somebody is building a single room self-contained, it means that person is going to be paying less.
Yeah.
Wow, then I'm sure all of us are going to be building a single room self-contained. Mr. Boss, I don't know if you have something to say about this.
Oh, yeah, said it all.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically, that's how it is.
Okay.
If the comfort of an Uber car is different from that that of a vehicle. So obviously, if you are building a 1-bedroom house, and somebody is building a 5-bedroom duplex with an indoor swimming pool, with what do you call it? 5 kitchens, studio rooms, cinemas, and all that. Yes, you know, the cost is not going to be the same.
The same, okay.
So it's relative, depending on the plan.
Okay.
The plan that you have. Even the design. Sometimes it's not even about the size. The design is also a factor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So a question just popped up in, and I want to throw the question in. So someone is asking that what if I go and take a permit for a 2-bedroom house, and then after I'm taking the permit, when I come back to the site, I decide to build a 3-bedroom house on the land. What is good? So I've already taken the permit.
No, it doesn't work that way. There will be penalty, because that's why you need a drawing before a permit can be given to you. Okay. You understand? Yeah. So the permit is calculated based on the specifications or the drawings that you brought. Okay. And you go to the site, you do different things. That means the drawing or the permit that you have is not what you are doing. You are, so it's 2 things. Either you've cheated yourself or you've cheated the government. Depending on the difference between what you are doing and what you submitted for the permit. So you can't send 2-bedroom house for a permit and then you go and build 5 bedrooms. Even if it is an existing building, assuming you already have a permit for an existing building, let's say a 3-bedroom house, which the construction is complete, and you want to make an extension, you still need a permit.
For the extension?
Oh yes, you still need a permit. So why would you acquire a permit for a 2-bedroom and then you go and do a 4-bedroom?
But it's on the same land, so I'm trying to understand where Kweku is coming from. So I have a 70 by 100 land, plot of land, a parcel of land, and then I fenced it with gates all over, and then I apply for a 3-bedroom house permit, and it has been given to me. And then I've been in the house for a couple of years, and then I'm like, okay, so I want to do an extension, small one, maybe for my children to come and live in. I already have a permit. Why do I need another permit? Oh, Mr. Robert.
Yes, you need to do a remodeling of the building, the new design you want to do.
Okay.
You understand? You have the existing building, you do a remodeling of the new design you want to do. Okay. There will be variations. You understand? So formally, you've paid, assuming, let's say you've paid 5,000 for the old house.
Okay.
Now you want to attach a single room to it.
Okay.
You have a remodel plan of what you want to do. You are not going to pay a bill for the entire. It's just the difference.
Okay.
Do you understand? Yes. It's just a difference that you, because you can't even do renovation without a plan.
Okay.
It has to. You need to have a plan of your development.
Okay.
In some areas, and I believe even in Ghana, I believe it's the same. Even your horticulture or a landscaping. Let's say you have a plan which a permit has already been acquired, but without a landscape design. If you, let's say, if you change your mind to do a different or change in even the landscaping, you still need to go for variations.
Wow.
Oh yes.
Wow.
So basically, you need approval for almost everything.
Okay. So I think this particular topic will create so many problems in so many places, because listen to somebody just inboxed me on WhatsApp. The person was like, because you have so many people. I believe had gone for permits, but for a couple of years, for some years after they had lived in with their families, they decide to do an extension of their buildings, and most of them don't go for permits.
Let me come out with this.
Okay.
About what you said, Kuku was saying.
Okay.
You know, even when you get your permit and you are building the house, if it's, let's say, 2-bedroom house that you took a permit, do you know that even the assemble will come for building inspection?
While the building is going on, or after the building?
No, while the building is going on. Let's say, even the ratio, the ratio of your concrete and the cement, of your concreting work, they have to come and check and see if it is best.
Okay. So I'm sure it will not result in what happened in Turkey. Is it Turkey where the buildings came down?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sure
all those things, like what you are saying, Turkey like this, you see, that's why we are saying that even when you are building a towers building like that, you need structure integrity reports.
Okay.
You understand? That is where the assembly is going to. They will go through the iron. You understand the calculation, the diameter.
Okay.
You will check, and then the ratio of your concrete. Yes. And then the soil test also. They will be checking all those things. But just that Ghana, we are so lucky that this earthquake. It's not, yes. But I'm sure, I won't say a lot of building will go down, but like by now, a lot of building will go down by now.
Yeah, so viewers, this is just an amazing conversation we're having here with Mr. Joseph Boateng and Mr. Robert Mensah, the joint brains, I call them the joint brains behind the great work of Silverline. And so you see, I just have to enter or pick or borrow the word of Esenam. So if you have your house and you have done a little bit of a what do you call it, extension, and you will theatre, because I'm sure Mr. Robert will start coming to your house, or some of the municipal people will start coming to your house to, put some of you on hot waters or hot seats. Yeah, so our next question is, Mr. Robert, tell us, with all these conversations we are having, who goes for a permit? In other words, what I'm trying to say is that who is eligible to go for a permit? Is it you, the architect, doing the building, or after you have done the building plan, the client can just pick it up and go and take his permit? Who is mandated to go for a permit?
Oh, the client can take, but if you have an architect who did the drawing for you, I think it is best for you to let the architect go through the process for you. So in other way, so that anything depending in the technical way, he or she can help.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think somebody just inboxed me a message, and the person, I think this message goes to Mr. Boateng. So I believe he has a little problem with this digging fee system, and he wants to know and understand why at all is this digging fee system still in place. You want to say something about it?
Yes, the digging fee system is a bit delicate.
Okay.
You understand? And the law fronts on it. the
Okay, so the law, okay.
Oh yes, it is illegal. It is illegal to pressure somebody or to ask somebody who has genuinely or legitimately acquired his or her land and is developing that without a digging fee, you will not allow the person to develop. It's illegal. There's a penalty. I wouldn't say penalty, punishment.
Okay.
Yeah, for any corporate.
Okay.
Which is not anything not less than 5 years.
Okay.
If you are caught demanding digging fee illegally, demanding digging fee from a landowner or a property developer, you are caught. Yeah, okay. You may be sentenced. Depends on the situation. But generally, what I can say is that I would say digging fee is more of cultural than let's say more of cultural than the legal aspect.
Yes.
Formally, even today, a lot of people practice it. When you buy a new home, you pour libation.
Okay.
You understand? If you are a Christian, you bring your pastors and
pray over them.
If you are a Muslim, you bring your imam to pray, sanctify the place, so that if there is any form of evil or any form of curses surrounding the location, you will be redeemed or you will be cleansed, so that your family will be living on a holy ground. You understand?
Yeah.
So that is where the digging fee derived from.
Okay.
If you go to there are most places, or formally when you want a land, you don't buy. It's like you are helping the community to expand. So let's say you pay something small with a snap.
Okay.
If it is money that you are paying a quotable amount, but with snap. Formally, you can't buy land without a drink or a sheep. Either a sheep or a snap or a drink, any local drink that is acceptable, depending on whoever is selling the property to you.
Okay.
The purpose of the money is for those that are living, because Africa, our ownership history is based on civil wars. Somebody was hunting, and based on or along the line, while he was hunting, he was able to discover these lands.
This land, yeah.
Yes, so the descendant, so while dying, he passed on to his descendant. So it was these ancestors that toiled to get the land for us.
Okay.
And they didn't sell. So today, if we are selling, our part is the monetary aspect. So if you take 10,000 from somebody, you squander the money, then the ancestors or the spirits, their side is the drink or the sheep. Pour libation for them so that they can also get a little bit of what they suffered for. That's the main purpose of the digging fee. That's where it's derived from.
Okay.
And it's a very good, nobody can attest to the fact that this is so real and it's very important in anybody's life.
Okay.
If we're police, if we're military, if we're lawyer, if you don't belong to Christianity, I believe you belong to either Islam or any of the secular religions, either spiritual, traditional, or foreign organizations, and they perform rituals. You can't occupy somebody's land without performing a ritual.
Okay.
Yes. But today, the way these hooligans threatening people with weapons, knives, and things because of digging fee, and it arrived back to money.
Okay.
You understand? So there was the need to curb all these illegal transactions and illegal demands of digging fee. But I think if the traditional authorities will stand on their feet to be able to regulate these things together with the laws, to be able to regulate these things, I believe it helps. Personally, even if I buy land and there's nothing like a digging fee, personally, any development that I do, personally, I give a drink to family head or the stew head, whoever sold the land, to perform rituals.
Okay.
You understand? We need to acknowledge the fact that yes, there is God, and then there are also lesser gods.
Okay.
And these people have powers.
Okay.
You don't know what has happened on the land. Yes, you can pray. You understand? After giving you my snap, it doesn't stop me from personally praying to God.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. Traditionally, I have done my part.
Okay.
I believe you understand.
I get you.
Yes. Then I go to pray in my corner to God to save me from any form of curses that has happened.
I want you to tell us a little bit about yourself, whilst Mr. Robert, who is also your partner, will talk to us a little bit about Ramtech. So maybe I'll start from Mr. Robert. Tell us a little bit about Ramtech. When we say Ramtech, what is Ramtech? What do you do as Ramtech? And then now that you're partnering with Silverline.
Okay, so Ramtech Architectural Consultants Limited. We normally do architectural drawings,
Okay.
land surveys, we sell lands also, land documentations, and anything about property.
Okay.
Yeah.
So of course you know you are partnering with Mr. Silverline. So
video construction too.
Okay. Okay. So your main job is the architectural
Yes.
work. Okay.
My main job is architectural work.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Okay. So Mr. Silverline, permit me to call you Mr. Silverline and Mr. Ramtech. So tell us a little bit about Silverline before we wrap up.
Yes, the Silverline was incorporated basically to assist. We are doing business. We are not assisting for free.
Okay.
But for you to make money, you need to solve a problem.
That's it.
You understand? You're out of solving problems, you make money out of it. Yes. So we are here, or we came purposely to give a different narrative about our land litigation systems. Okay. Based on or with our transactions, the genuity. We sell lands. We give advisory services on land sales. If you are selling or you are buying, we give advisory service. Whether you are buying it from us or not. We also do land investigations for people who are interested in buying land from anywhere. We do in-depth investigation, like the historic pattern of the land you want to acquire. We also do professional land surveying services, layout demarcations. We do planning, estate planning and development. We do architectural drawing.
I think you do everything.
And we do structure drawings as well. We do general construction, property or construction supervision. You may have your own plan, you may have your own contractor, but we can also supervise for you. We do a whole lot. There are people who have acquired land so many years back, but are not able to trace their lands. You know, first, now I'm back Ghana, I'm they feel say in the next 20 years it's still going to be in the bush. But you see, Ghana is developing in a very fast pace. You buy land today, the next day you go, the place is developed. Yeah, so you might buy the land, 3 months, 6 months time, you travel, you come back, you can't locate the land. So many activities have gone on, land, sand winning and all that, so you may have lost trace of your property. So we do discover or recover all lost lands. And then we do land documentations as well. That's okay. Alright. We have Silverline is a group. We have Silverline roofing systems that take care of all our development. That's the roofing aspect. We have big carrots. We also supply building materials. And then we have Ramtech architecture. That's the drawing, the architecture. The
Ramtech himself is here.
The structure side and construction site.
Great.
We also have the Benz in, that is chop chop.
All right, Mr. Boati, please put your handles on board, maybe your contacts, so that the viewers can.
Facebook, Silverline on Facebook. We are on TikTok. We are on Instagram. We are on LinkedIn.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a mess. Not also what's the
same? That's it.
Yeah. So on Facebook, it's Silverline GH or Silverline Realty and Investment Limited.
Okay.
TikTok is Silverline Realty and Investment Limited. LinkedIn is Silverline Realty and Investment Limited.
Right.
Instagram is Silverline Ghana or Silverline GH.
Right. Any contact you want to put out there?
Yes, our marketing lines. That is anything about land sales, site inspections. You call 050 550 4041, 050 550 4041, or 050 554 1239, 050 554 1239. If you are outside Ghana, you can communicate with us on WhatsApp and all other social media handles. You can also call on us for any technical issues. If you have land, there is problem on it, you can't locate your lands. If you have issues, somebody is disturbing you on your lands and you want to have basic knowledge about, we don't come to fight land guards, sorry, but we can give you basic knowledge about how to resolve these issues.
Okay, that's okay. Thank you very much. Mr. Robert, you want some...
Okay, so Facebook is Ramtech Architectural Consult, and then Instagram is Ramtech Architectural Consult, TikTok is Ramtech. It's only Ramtech. Yeah. And then I think that's all. Our marketing line too is 0240 903830, 0240 903830. Or you can also contact the same number of 020 20 81 929, 020 20 81 929. You can also WhatsApp both numbers.
All right. So since we are wrapping up for today's session, I don't know if any of you have final words for the people. Those of you who are watching, you have some final words. Okay.
Definitely.
I think Mr. Martin he wants to just bumper you with some final words. Okay.
Yeah, I said, oh, we now now to Japadi. What I say, Ubi did food. How did you now maybe now currently our financial system or our banking system is losing hope because of how the system has become. Interest rates, what do you call it? Profit margins on treasury bills and even government bills are nothing to write home about. If you look at our what do you call it? The rate at which materials are going up, dollar rate and all that, even before you deposit the money, the principal it costs, the principal itself, half is gone. Yeah. You understand? The only hope is to invest in real estate. You can, if you don't have money, you can start from land banking. You buy one plot at Dodoa, you leave it for some time. We have that option, not necessarily you buying and developing. We have that option as well. You can buy one plot, you leave it for about 1 year, 2 years, you sell, you can have 100% profit or more. Silverline is here to assist you in the protection of the property. We will guide you the A to Z levels of how to protect this investment, and I can tell you it's almost 100% risk-free.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very difficult for somebody to say I have invested in Silverline and I lost. No, you will not brag, but you can go around and check.
They will not brag, but you can go around and check. It's very difficult for anybody to say that they invested with Silverline and it did not work. So you know that's your assurance. His credibility is at stake. Mr. Robert, you want to give your final words before we go?
I think my brother has said a lot.
Yeah.
And we are partners. We are partners also. So what I would say is, like how he said, it is very necessary. And then also you need to get an architect for yourself. It is very necessary. It's very necessary. Yeah, Emma, one can say, if you will, also we die now. If you will, move back. Uber, if you can now shower down now. Wow, yeah.
Your building should be like your side chick. When your problem, I was say your home should be the comfort zone for your problem. It's very important. Your home should be entertaining, irrespective of the size. And it's not about money alone. You understand the design. So what if you muna say you ma light up? Now even the positions of the building won't mean to know fear. Now if you want for just because you ma light up, what you must say. So the design is not about money. Yeah, we are to get a professional touch in people say a yesika. To get a private lawyer is less costly than hiring random lawyers. To get a private doctor is less costly than hiring random. To get a private architect, and you know, getting all these things put together, many people think that and not that's even the less costly. What I say, and you know, irrespective of the size of your building, get an architect to give you the professional touch. Send a way I also said it. Who PR one thing, I also do say who co baby, who PF. Now coffee and the coffee won't cut down. Yes, a dime home and the coffee.
So, family, listen. Mr. Boyton and Mr. Benson just blew my mind. I see you coffee and get down. If you come now, coffee, we say coffee and get down. Who go fear them where you can have peace and have rest. I know, Charlie, most of you want to have some peace of mind and whatever. So please make up your mind. Let's get a good architect and let's do business with Silverline and Ramtech. And I know that you will enjoy it and you will thank us later. Don't forget that this is Property Talk and we come your way when you are tired. We come your way when you are thinking of the best place to lay your head. We come your way when you are thinking of how to get a good property for your family. And that is where we come in. So don't forget to like always, share, hit the subscribe button, and whenever we come online or we post, you'll be able to get a notification. Thank you very much for joining us on this episode, and we say that we are out.